Greetings, salutations, and all good things in between. What's up, everyone? Matt here. Happy holidays. So, you're interested in running your own Secret Santa campaign and you want to use the app. This video is going to show you what you need to do in order to get started, all the steps you need to go through, and like everything all in between. All right? Enough of that. Make sure you like, subscribe. Thanks. Let's get to the details. Okay, so you've made the copy of the app, and so you're here. What do you do now? All right, the first thing to do is to come over here into the settings inside the app preview and turn Facilitator Mode on. This is gonna allow you to make changes to the setup of the activity that you're running, okay? Now, by default, there's already an activity here that's just as an example. Thing you can do is you can just delete that open activity and you'll see we've now got this start activity down here. If you want to go through this getting started, this will explain to you some of the bits and bobs of what I'm going to go over right now. Just if you wanted to. All right, so how to get started, right? First thing you do is go to Start Activity, and this is where you can give your activity a name. So it defaults to Secret Santa and then whatever the current year is. You need to put in your contact information. You need to specify what is the deadline for when details should be, when people need to have their details in the system in order to participate. Should gifts be delivered whenever possible or on a specific date? So you can be like, yep, whenever you want. Or if you want to set a specific date, like maybe we're having a Christmas party on the Friday before Christmas, so the deadline needs to be that. Or, you know, if we're doing it then, maybe it needs to be the day before. Anyways, whatever. You see what's going on here. You go to the next page, and now this is where you talk about the specific settings for the this instance that you're running, right? So the questions are, should remote workers be included? If you do that, this will make a delivery address column visible and required inside the entry. So like if I just say no, then it's like we're just doing this inter-office, but if I want to allow people's, then we could do the delivery. Should people be allowed to enter gift suggestions? If you say yes to this, when somebody's filling out their specific details, they'll have the ability to create an enum list of gift ideas. And then if you have any guidelines for gifts that people should follow, you can put them down here. At that point, the activity is ready to go. You just really need to put some last little finishing bits on this, and you're good to go. The last little things to do, so if you go to the welcome page, you'll notice when you're in participant mode, you can edit this front page. So this gives you the ability where you can change the header, you can change what it says there, you can change the background. So this is just using a URL to an image, but if you have like an actual image you want to upload, like maybe you created some company, whatever, you could do that. And then there's this short blurb under the notifications, and you can use Markdown for this one. As you can see, I've done the double hashtag here. And so that gives you the ability to customize this landing page. And this landing page is exactly that. When people first show up to their app, this is what they see. Okay, from here, not very much else that I'm going to talk about in terms of setup. So in the main menu, you have the ability to see all of the activities. So if you wanted to use this app year and year and year again, you can save the old one. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you know, whatever. So this gives you the ability to where you can see all of the different activities that are ongoing or that have been done inside this app. You can go to all entries, and this gives you the ability to see everybody that has submitted their information for the instances that are running. Okay, you got onboarding setup, which is nothing, and settings. So the important thing to do, once you get the app where you're ready to go and you want to distribute this for people, obviously you need to lock this facilitator thing down so people can't get inside and mess with it. How do you do that? Relatively simple. Okay, so this facilitator switch is inside user settings. All you need to do is go to user settings and go to this user mode, all right? Now you can't just turn it off. If you do that, it makes it to where this setting doesn't work anymore. In order for a user setting to be like active inside the system, the show has to be either true or it has to have a formula. It can't be false. That's the key. So the thing you do is you just go into the formula, type in false. Okay, this makes it to where this user mode setting is still technically there in the system, but it's not visible when you go inside the form. So if I go and I show you what this looks like, right? So now I'm here. This is what a participant would see when they came to this app. They'd be able to notice there's no edit button. There's no delete for this welcome page. Over here on the open activity, there's no delete. There's no edit. There's only this button that says add your info, where I can add, whatever. And then, so there's nothing, right? This is what a participant gets. There's nothing that a participant can do. After they put in their details, this page comes up that talks about what to expect for a participant, like what are the next things for them. But if I go back to the activity and I go to my specific entry, you'll notice I have the ability to delete this entry because I created it. I can also edit this entry. So like if I made a mistake on my email or my name or my address was wrong or want to change my gift ideas or whatever, I can come in and modify my record. Admins can come in and modify records, but I wouldn't have the ability to come in and modify somebody else's record. It's locked down per device. Okay, so you've distributed your app. People have been filling in their details. The deadline's due. It's time to match everybody up. What do? First, go to the app and you need to turn back on Facilitator Mode so that you can go up into settings and you can turn yourself back to Facilitator. Okay, then in Facilitator Mode, go to the open activity and you'll have these buttons available. If you want to see what the email is going to look like that's going to be sent to people, hit that test button. What it does is it sends you, the person that started the activity. Remember when you started, you put in your email. It sends that email, the top 5 people out of the list, showing you what that person's email would look like, randomly matching them with just some random person that's not the actual person they'd be matched to. It's just a test, but I give you the first top 5. That way you can see a good example of what these are going to look like. When you're ready to go, come inside here and hit this match people button. Hit yes. What this is doing is it's running through and everybody was assigned a random number at the beginning. It's putting everybody in order, figuring out I'm number 1. Okay, match me with number 2, and then send an email to that person. Once I've done that, you can see now this reset thing appears. The status is changed to matched, and we're good to go. These people would have received the email containing the information that was entered into the other person. If you wanted to redo everything, you can hit the reset. What the reset button does is it resets everything. So when I did the matching process, it matched everybody up. So it clears all of that. It reassigns people a new random number. That's kind of another key thing. So that if it was like, oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that, disregard the first one, pay attention to the one that I'm sending now. You could do something like this, and whoever was matched previously is matched with somebody else. So it's a reshuffling of the deck, if you will. Other than that, there's just the complete activity that you mark, when you're done. And then that, gives you the ability where if I go into all activities, I could come in here and I could see everybody that was involved. Okay, in terms of when you're ready to distribute the app and what do you need to do? All right, so I've built the app around being distributed as a publicly available app, meaning I put it on a Publisher Pro license so anybody can access it and I'm not having to pay for a license, right? I pay $50 a month and that gives me any number of people that want to use it. Cool. If I didn't want to use that sort of setup and I wanted to securely lock everything down, all I'd have to do is go to security and turn on require user sign in. And then there we go. And that's it. That's all it takes. That's how you set it up and run it. So if you've got any questions, if there's anything that I left out, let me know in the comments below. I'll make an addendum to this video filling in all the blanks. If you find any bugs, tell me. I'll get the bugs fixed. You know how it goes. Anyways, that's all I got. Thanks for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. I wish you all a happy holidays. Enjoy all this good time together, and I'll see you in the community. Cheers, everyone.